Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy Black.
Neki Boss over there. It's your boy Jay.
Every week. He's gonna hit you with shit every week. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
It's Air Max Rich. Wait. Say that again to me.
Neki Boss over there. It's your boy Jay.
What's that? Neki Boss Off Lit?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
You don't know what that means?
Oh, the nigga who gives you what you want? Yeah. This nigga is...
Yo, he
Yes.
calls himself Haitian, bro. Yo, shouts to all my
nigga-
Haitians because my man is being really disrespectful right now,
But
bro.
the nigga said that shit. I thought it was Asian at first. Neki Boss Off Lit.
Neki Boss over there. It's your boy Jay.
Neki Boss Off Lit.
I like
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
the switch up.
Yeah?
I was feeling it.
Come
I was feeling
on.
it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw this nigga off every time.
I'm not mad at you. That one got me. I was like...
Neki Baou sa ouvle. That's what
We
you
would
want
like to
Neki Boss Off
introduce
Lit.
we would like to introduce you to Keep in Mind podcast episode
13.
13.
13, baby. Yo, let me see the lighter. 12,
13 motherfucking episodes in.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
Welcome.
It's Air Max Rich, like I said. 'Cause I'm sorry. These guys, nothing.
Yo, I had to switch it up, man. Yo, shouts
like
to all
that.
my Haitians out now, right now, man, feeling it based on what happened with the tragic news that we just heard. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, make sure they understand I'm here. I'm
Was
here
it
with y'all.
alright, so let me ask you a real question. Was it tragic news or was it just
It was tragic. Nah,
It's
it was
absolutely
like was he
tragic.
doing what he was supposed to be doing?
Honestly, he was
Because
trying to help with this.
It's
It cut?
It's absolute.
What do you mean it cut?
Shit, bro.
What do you mean it froze?
Damn. All right, man. We gotta keep moving.
so anyway, so you're
Probably-
like
it's probably the it's probably the thing. But anyway, it's okay. We'll keep going.
so like I'm saying though, like you said,
Or try to just go live again. Yeah.
was he doing what he was supposed to be doing? Because I wasn't
From what I
following.
understand, he was a part of the establishment anyway. He got put in power as like the person who was supposed to keep the status quo that that Rich and I were speaking about earlier pertaining to this. But from what we felt like we started seeing was that he had some big ideas, and it was leaning towards really helping the people,
So, like,
putting the roads together and you know, infrastructure, which we have none of, and just giving more power to the people. And you know, based on that,
Man,
So
I'm
it was-
gonna tell you right now.
it was.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell
So
you
you
right
feel
now.
like
Rich has a little
so
bit
you
more
feel like he
information.
was John F. Kennedy
Mm,
kind of situation?
I mean, in a sense.
In a sense.
But
in a sense.
I'll say it like this. This is what happened with homie from what I've been hearing. I don't want to make it. This is alleged from what I've been hearing. It's either one or two things, and I'll give y'all both. One of them is the situation is he was put in place by the bourgeoisie of the country, like the
Elites,
the
right.
elites,
Right.
the elites of the country. These white. these
Who's
white-
considered the elites?
the high generals of the old military and a bunch of white people or
Right.
really light skinned people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because there's still a class system that
Yeah,
exists in Haiti.
you know what I mean?
Based on your
And-
skin
and-
color.
and on some shit, what happened?
Mind your fucking business, nigga.
Who?
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Yeah. Keep going, bruh.
Go ahead, do
All
talk. I'm talking to this nigga.
Yeah,
Stay doing that shit.
but anyway, yeah. So fucking on some shit. Oh shit. My bad. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, yeah. So check it out. So basically, he was put in place by them in the first place.
Right.
'Cause you know, elections and stuff really don't really be matter in a lot of places. And as he was put in place, he started to want to do things better for the country or whatnot, and certain niggas wasn't with it. And basically,
Well, the people who put him in power.
the people who put him in power that
Yeah,
wasn't with it.
they wasn't with
And
it.
I may have this confused where they wanted to put the prime minister after he left. They wanted the prime minister to take his spot,
That's what I was hearing.
not necessarily to do an election, but he wanted to do an election.
Right.
And they know that if they did an election, this guy
People love him, right?
people love him.
Enough
Would have
to
won,
revote for
and
him.
he would have ended that whole system that they got going on with the high generals and all that. And so they was like, "Yo, bro, don't bite the hand that feeds you."
Right.
And he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna help the country or
I
whatever it
want to
may
help
be."
the country.
And they was like, "All right, Cal, there's the DEA, there's the
This
LOL."
nigga said cow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cow.
you know what I mean? Whatever.
Did his wife make it? Did she make it?
Yeah, she made it. She
made it.
She's in the hospital.
She's in Miami or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, in Florida. She's yo, bro, don't be disclosing her location.
Right?
No,
This hitters is out here, boy. Hitters is out here. Nah,
I
man.
mean, I really don't know the situation. Like, I
Right.
really don't know the situation.
What it comes down to, honestly, I feel like
Stopped again.
what I honestly think it comes down to, which is the same thing that happens to a lot of third world countries, is the corruption, poverty, and foreign influence of people who really don't care or give a fuck about the people that's actually there, or don't give a fuck about progress for the country. They just want the money, and that's it. And since we've said to the French, no longer we're not down for slavery, the world has said, oh, word? Oh, you not down for us bringing you down?
Yeah.
We gonna fuck up your whole situation forever.
If you,
that's it.
I've been saying that for years to people. Like, don't look at Haiti now. When certain situations happen, people be like, "Oh, I feel so bad for Haiti."
Right.
Oh, they always just so fucked up. It's really not like that. By the way, can you turn that to face us?
Oh, the light?
Yeah, not you. Not you. Yeah. What's it called? The light. Just
Turn it to face us, please.
Turn this light. Oh. I was like, yeah.
What do you want me to do? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Honestly, I was telling you, but then he got up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, boom. That's good. That's perfect. But the video ended, by the way. It's all good. Yeah, fuck the live. Fuck the live. Don't even worry about it.
Go ahead.
Anyway.
This your life.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, fuck the live.
Your life.
Yeah, fuck my life. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to start it over, you can, but I think it's because we don't have Wi-Fi.
Brody, talk about what you're talking about.
My bad. I could go. But anyway, basically, where was I?
You was talking about we were saying corruption, poverty, and when you look at Haiti, don't look at it now and feel bad.
Yeah, because
about
in all honesty, people set up a system where it's like, oh, you want your freedom? Understand that you're gonna get your freedom, and we're gonna make sure we keep our foot on your neck
for the
for the rest of your lives. Like,
for the next
and we're gonna make sure
25
that, and we're gonna make
generations.
sure that propaganda and the imagery we shows y'all at y'all lowest.
At all times.
Even though you might have beautiful parts that people visit all the time, like Labadie and Ile La Vache and all that shit, we're gonna show people only the worst of the worst. Y'all shit where y'all burning tires in the road and y'all killing people in the street and chopping people up. That's what we're gonna show. Because we want people to understand, like, yeah, look what happened to the first black nation that got their independence. This is what happens with niggas. This is what happens when niggas have their own independence. When there's no white people running them.
right.
Y'all were the example.
Yeah. We're basically
We made them an example and they made us an example afterwards.
And that's why it's important to always go out and you know what I mean, and find the information for yourself, man, because you know when you get to realize that we were the richest motherfucking nation on the Western Hemisphere, and it goes to now this. It's all by design. There's nothing that kind of switches that up for a country other than the fact that we said we're not down for whatever it is y'all want us to be down for. And from that point forward, it was fuck us, fuck Haiti, cut Haiti off from the entire world, because that's what it was since when we won our freedom. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't export anything. None of our goods were being purchased. The world collectively said, "Fuck this one nation that said fuck slavery. We're gonna be free," and that's really what it comes down to. Well, our people are always resilient. Our people are always proud. It's just something that we're born with, so we can that never goes away. The Haitian people will always persevere because that's just who we are.
Where you think the country's gonna go from here now?
Bruh, it's gonna get a whole lot worse before it get better than me.
Oh, of course.
I feel like.
But where you think it's gonna go?
Honestly, like where I kind of want it to go is, I mean, we gotta just burn the entire system down right now, like, to be honest, and start over.
I think that's what from what y'all are saying, I feel like that's what this guy was trying to do.
That's what he was trying to do, and look what happens when you try to do that. So now I'm hoping that the people kind of realize this, and you know what I mean, we have to band together because that's what it takes for any You know what I'm saying? For any of the government to pretty much be toppled over, the people have to come together collectively because we're stuck fighting each other and kidnapping each other's sons and daughters and you know petty crimes and shit just to survive. We're too focused on the fact that we're the poorest nation right now, by design, for us to even band together and focus on how to make our nation better for us.
I mean, because you got to think about it. If you want somebody, nobody's gonna follow a broke country. You know what I mean? It's all about the look.
That's what I said.
It's all about the look.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna, like, yeah, Haiti did this, but look at them. Why I'm not gonna go that route. Right? You know what I mean? That's what you think niggas will do. Because that's what's gonna end up happening. Like, that's why they did that to your country.
Of course, absolutely. Because you have to imagine the rest of the Caribbean still has, whether it's thriving or not thriving, y'all still have tourism. Jamaica has beautiful tourism. Has beautiful culture, a culture that is expressed.
What's crazy is that with everything going on in Haiti has tourism.
Haiti does have tourism.
I mean,
but you don't know about
what's so crazy?
But
you know what I hear about Haiti though? Anytime I hear about Haiti, like if I speak to an older Haitian person, they'd be like, "Yo, I told my kids don't go back to Haiti right now." Or if I said to them like, "Yo, I want to visit," they'd be like, "Nah, don't go."
Because they're not talking about the places that tourists go. There's parts of Haiti, bro, where the only Haitians there are workers. And everybody else there is not Haitian.
I'm sure.
Like I said, Labadie is literally a location where it's for cruises.
It's for,
You pull up there, and it's for cruises. And the people that live there, they're workers.
They work on the resorts.
They work on the resorts. They do music. They do dance.
Are there resorts in Haiti?
Yes.
They have like all inclusives.
I don't know if they have all inclusive.
Yeah, they have all inclusive.
Oh, they do have all inclusive. Yeah, but I know that Labadie is mainly it's not even owned by the Haitians. I think it's owned by Carnival Cruises or something like that. Like that's their personal island in Haiti that they stop at whenever they tell you they're stopping at Labadie. It's like it's cut off from the Haitian people.
Okay.
I mean, there's no money going back to us. There's no money coming to us.
When the Haitian Constitution was created originally, it stated that no white person would ever own any land or business in Haiti.
So what happened to them?
Because
from what you told me earlier is white, it's Jews that got a nice little piece.
Bruh, it got gutted, reconstructed.
I don't say Jews.
Not you.
Oh, I'm not touching that Jew shit.
For me, I mean, if I'm gonna keep it funky, to me, I think Clintons own most of Haiti, bro.
The Clintons
own most of Haiti.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe that, but I honestly believe that shit.
I'm not saying that the Clinton Foundation didn't make money off of Haiti, but the situation, stuff like.
I never knew anyone who can have an insurance policy on people, and the Clintons have insurance policies on if the people die, they get paid based on like the extent of the disaster, the earthquake. From what I understand, Americans got paid crazy off of that. You get what I'm saying? Red Cross came through, built half a house and all that shit. It's just, and there was billions of dollars that was basically being injected. Celebrities from all facets were donating to Haiti. Wyclef was, I mean, he got caught up in his bullshit around that time too. But I mean, that's part of the problem too. You know what I mean? Like even our own people will end up sometimes
squeeze some
it
change.
Gets funny, and then you lose all credibility, and then it's just like, that's why these people coming in and doing something different anyway. But
not to
you know what I mean? Not to stay on the topic.
Yeah,
but.
not to stay on the topic. I just want to say they killed the president. They tried to kill his shorty. Niggas is wildin'. Whoever did that shit.
I just think it's up to us.
And the other situation that they said was because Haiti wasn't with the whole syndicate with the whole COVID shit. Haiti wasn't with the whole.
Because I heard he didn't take the vaccine.
He wasn't with the whole vaccine situation. There was like just like how they did the African president in some country. He wasn't with it, and he ended up dead too. So because you know they was like so they wasn't fucking with COVID. They wasn't fucking with the lie with COVID. So they was like.
We gonna have to take care of that.
Take care
I
of
don't
that.
like that shit.
I don't like that shit. So,
Right.
so there you go. But I mean, I don't know, man.
I think
know-
it's, I
but
honestly
yo,
think it's
but
up to
right.
us.
I noticed. Rest in peace to him.
Rest in peace to him, and I'm glad his shorty made it.
Absolutely.
Because we know
President
any
Moise, right?
any
Moise?
loss of life is a horrible loss of life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
Now
So-
this is a stretch from that topic, but this is something that I want to talk about.
alright.
I feel like it's weighing heavy on our culture. We talked about the word culture. I feel like it's weighing heavy on it.
Talk
And
about it.
Let's talk about the BBLs in our community. Like I know everybody probably
don't know, what is the BBL?
is the Brazilian butler.
Okay. Okay.
Like I know, like I'm pretty sure everybody's seen that video of the flight from Santo Domingo to Atlanta.
Oh,
Where it was like 28 women in wheelchairs,
In
all just
wheelchairs.
got BBLs trying to go back home. Like
That was embarrassing.
it's embarrassing.
I mean,
So
that's
wait.
I
No.
can't be embarrassed for anybody else. I
No,
was
no,
saying
no,
it was
right,
just
right.
nuts. It was just nuts.
I understand what you're saying. Like that's what you
Shout
started
out to
at. but
Peggins for that one. Peggins, let me know.
I don't
You can't
think
be
I don't.
embarrassed for
Yeah,
somebody
I wouldn't call it embarrassing either. But
else. Yeah,
like
you
I'm
can't be
saying.
embarrassed for somebody
So let's
else.
talk about it because we're men. There's one woman in the room, but
Shout out to the camera girl over there.
yeah, there's one woman in the room, but the rest of us are men.
Kellyanne.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk. How do
She's
we
not
feel?
She's not showing y'all.
How do we feel about these BBLs? Yeah, I want me to
What was
start.
it- what
I'm
was
gonna
it-
start. I'm gonna start.
Okay,
I'm
go
gonna
for
start.
it,
I'm
go
gonna
for
start. I'm gonna start because y'all are huffing
Go
and
for
puffing. So I'm just
No,
gonna.
I drink
Let him
mad, I
start.
drink mad beers and I smoke mad spliffs.
Yeah. So like,
Let
you
the
didn't have
man
to tell
let the
us.
man begin.
I'm gonna begin with the BBLs. This before, listen, I had to explain to me in the most greatest way because before I probably would have been like, oh, I don't really jack it, it's kind of fake. But this is what a girl who I know who has had the BBL, so she said to me, this is her words. She was like, it's like taking money out of your checking and put it into your savings account.
Okay.
You understand? It's still yours. You're just moving your bread. You know what I'm saying? That's how she explained to me. And I don't think I'm not against. I'm 100% not against
Oh, okay, now I
the BBLs. I'm not against the BBLs themselves. That surgery, I'm not against. The other plastic surgery shits, I'm not really jacking.
shots and all that.
Yeah, I'm not jacking all of that.
Botox and all
But
that?
if you're transferring, because I transfer money all the time. If you're transferring money, if you're transferring,
If I
So
transfer
she's
money all the
transferring
time.
this fat to this fat.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it little baby that that did the tweet?
he had the
He
tweet.
said if you
He
had
had
from
the
your
tweet.
stomach, if
He-
it's
he
honestly
said
from your
it's-
stomach, he still thinks it's
I'm
yours.
gonna
It's
call
not natural.
He's
I'm
still
gonna
natural.
call it.
Yeah,
I'm
he still
gonna
think
call it
it's
natural. I had another girl
Yeah,
tell me.
yeah.
I had another girl tell me it's not natural. It's organic. So which I don't
Okay, I
like.
like that.
You
Natural,
understand?
natural would mean it was just natural.
Yeah, she
Organic
said it's
means
not-
it came from the body.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, I actually want to know how you feel about that, D.
Yeah, we're gonna pass that around the room.
Yeah. How do you
What's
feel
your
about
What's your
BBLs?
take on
What's
the
your take on-
BBLs?
How you
Do you
when
think
they
it's still
transfer
real?
this to this.
If it look good, then by all means.
By all means.
If it look fucked up and choppy, then we gonna have to chop and screw.
Nah, I agree. I agree with that too. You gotta make.
I
it
mean,
look,
but that's
you
fucked
gotta
up.
take care of it.
I mean, because no one gets it to have it look bad. So if
No,
it looks bad,
but-
that means the doctor.
No,
done-
no, no,
they
no,
went in
no,
the
no,
basement
no.
and built
Some-
it and
no,
fucked
No,
it
no, no.
up.
Sometimes
The
you
base.
could get it. You could get
Okay with
it
that?
and it look good. You could get it and it looks good.
Okay.
But then you don't take care of it, it's gonna go back to bad.
Okay.
So it's still something you
It's
gotta
gonna look
maintain.
downright disgusting, right? All right.
Yo, Shells.
I feel like it's your preference. To me, I feel like it's a cheap way out. Like, I think you can just go to the gym.
To the gym.
And do homegrown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, build your body in your own pace. But nobody wants to do that now. Like, social media gets you to a point where you just gotta have fast
Instant
results. You know what I'm
gratification.
saying?
Instant gratification.
Right.
I agree with that.
Like, personally, I would just go to the gym. Like, I'm not gonna do a BBL. But if it's your preference, then go for it. Like, if your guy approves for it, even better. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just wouldn't do it.
Alright, well,
Banks?
Yeah, Banks said he good on this. He don't really want to talk on it.
Yeah.
You on the phone with the girl.
Me personally,
You know you got to the love.
me personally, I don't really care for fake body. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Is it fake?
Hold on.
Is that fake?
It's not-
So you consider that fake?
Yo, can I just say how I feel?
I know, but you
That
say
was
you
the
don't
question.
care for fake bodies, so I'm asking you, do you consider that fake? Yes or no? Before you
your
keep
ass
going.
is not you did not have that ass. Like that was not your ass. Granted, I will accept that more than shots. Like you said, yes.
Right.
I will accept that more than shots and all that. I can be honest with that. Because it's gonna feel like it was your like it's gonna feel like a normal ass. Cause considering like shots be looking like little bricks in your ass and then your ass be mad solid. If I'm wrong, I don't know. I never really dealt with a chick who had a BBL. I don't know if the ass doesn't feel normal. To be honest with you, I dealt with a chick. I dealt with a chick who had shots before, and I didn't like it. You know what I mean? So I never had a chick who
Shots
had a BBL.
is trash.
Shots is trash, and I didn't like it. I never dealt with a chick who had a BBL where they just or a fat transfer. I never dealt with that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Now, how I take it is like the way I am personally. I don't really care for. Not saying that you can't. And let me make that clear. You can look beautiful with your weave and your lashes and your makeup and all of that. And I understand that that's you feeling like you're enhancing yourself.
You don't care for the
to a woman.
alterations.
But I don't really care for it. I personally love a woman that just can like. And I'm not saying that that I only talk to girls who are beautiful without it. I'm saying I can appreciate the beauty in a woman without it.
Absolutely.
Not saying that oh, you have to be a
100%.
bad bitch. I'm just saying I can appreciate a woman without it.
100%.
Like you get what I'm saying? Like
You got to.
yeah.
Kinda.
Like I like to see you how I'm gonna see you every day, compared to only when we going out or only when I'm courting you. I want to see how you looking regularly. Like I want to see you in your sweats and shit like that. I want to see you with your regular hair. Your like I know certain girls. I know certain girls that I feel like I've never seen their regular hair ever.
But that
ever.
doesn't. But that doesn't kind of work for the BBL because once you get it, that's it every day.
Yeah, of course.
That's what you're seeing every
And
day.
that's why I said and compared to shots, like I said, which way you have to get them re-injected or whatever. I really don't know. But that's why I said I'll accept BBLs more. But me, just personally, I just like you the way you are. If I like you the way, just like we had this conversation before. If I met you chubby, and I tried to holler at you chubby,
I want you chubby.
I want
all
you
the
chubby.
time.
You lose weight.
You
it
might.
kinda
You
throws
have to
me
say
off.
cute.
Like I know a girl
It's
that I know a girl that I met at one
It's
of my
true.
jobs. I know a girl that I met at one of my jobs. Beautiful girl. Beautiful. And I've grown, so I don't say nobody's name.
Wow.
Beautiful girl. and in all honesty, I would still say names. Just that I really have a lot of respect for this girl. And a lot of times I don't say
Just
real names.
go on.
Anyway, beautiful girl, but she was a little heavy set, and she was gorgeous to me. Heavy set. I like big girls anyway, but she was.
We know this.
I like tall girls too. I like all girls.
Just say your point. This guy is doing everything else.
Yeah.
Girls,
I've been-
girls,
I've been drinking.
They know. The girls know. The ladies know.
Yeah, I've been drinking. All right, I've been drinking. Anyway, so when I left the job, I don't know. I didn't have the confidence. Maybe I would be a little shy at the time. I didn't have the confidence to talk to her at the job. When I left the job, I hit up, tried to holler at her. She was with it, and I kept on flopping. But as I was flopping, Shorty was losing weight, and she's still gorgeous. She's still gorgeous. But the attraction that I had to her when she was a little heavy set definitely diminished a little bit.
Absolutely.
Like now I'm just more so like I'd be happy for her if she get a man and she's happy.
100%.
You know what I mean? I would still like to take her out on a date and everything like that. But at the same time, it's like the way I wanted her before when she was heavy set is different from the way I want her now.
Right.
You know
I
what I mean?
want you how I met you.
You know what I mean?
I
So
want
it's the
you
same,
how I met you.
it's the same type of situation.
I can understand it, man.
I like you the way you were. I like you the way you are. That's how I like you. You know what I mean? So now, like when I got like boom, comment, like how you mentioned how you know the girl who had a BBL, right? I said to him, she let him know that she got a BBL. You know what I mean? And
I knew her before the BBL.
yeah, you knew her before that. How do you respond to everybody else who knew you before you had one? You let everyone know like, yeah, you damn right I got my fake ass. or you damn right I transfer my fat, whatever you want to call it.
From what I understand, they don't need to tell anybody.
I feel like they tell who they want to tell, and
like,
they let everybody else figure it out.
From what I understand,
I mean, like I said, I don't mind that. I really don't mind this.
it's your body, and
and
your choice, which I respect. I don't have a single issue with that. If you want to, get BBLs to your heart's content, please go about it and do it.
Mm-hmm.
My whole thing that I always tell everybody on this program is that you got to make sure your shit is right before that. That's what I'm definitely paying attention to. If you got a BBL, but you're going to your parents' house to sleep on the floor, you're not really understanding what priorities are. That's just to me personally. But if you living your life and you independent, you're doing your thing and you getting your BBLs and you're happy with that, the confidence alone is a sexy trait to me. If you are a very confident woman who can carry this situation well, even if you don't tell me, I'll be a little upset about that. But again, that's not my body. That's really not my decision. So the way I see it is, do what you got to do. As long as as long as you're not flaunting it as if it is real, and deep down inside somebody really know.
Question. Hold on, MX. Question: as the married man in the room, if Mrs. J comes to you tomorrow and is like, Jay, you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to get the BBL, the fat transfer. What do you say?
What do I say? I honestly would sit down with her and try to find out if it's like a image problem that she has, or if it's just something that she wants to do. Because if it's an image problem that she has, then I feel like we can talk through the fact that I'm still madly in love with her, and it's no different now than it was when I first met her.
So you would be against it.
But I wouldn't be against it.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't be against it if she wanted to do that. If she honestly wanted to do that with sound mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the reasons is for, I really want to do it for myself. I really want to feel as sexy as I want to.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna.
The BBLs be looking amazing, bro.
They feel amazing too.
How do they feel
amazing too?
They feel amazing.
It feels natural. Like, it's not like plastic, like DP, like MX said. He said he had the shots. Yeah, and he said the shots feel like
they feel weird.
He can know like
the whole ass moves as one whole.
The BBL,
no waves, no wobbles.
No wobbles. It's just like.
But that's the best sight though.
It's like what the fuck?
Artificial.
I mean, crazy
because
it was early.
It's the ripple effect. When you get the ripple effect.
But this is why we
gotta come back to you.
This is what's the difference in if she's transferring.
Right.
Is moving money from your checking to your savings.
That's crazy. That's a crazy analogy.
He's really fucking with it because he's really trying to advertise.
I am because I don't want
that ass black is also
it is
just transferring from your checking.
I feel like it's different from plastic surgery. That's why they call it plastic surgery.
Right.
That's a difference.
Right. You're pretty much trying to become a Barbie or Ken doll. And this is different from that. Which again, like I said, I can't. I can't really say for somebody. This is how I believe you should feel about yourself. That's why I can't really. I can have a say, of course. If it is Mrs. J, I can have a say. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, I feel like you're okay, so you should just definitely feel like you're okay. Because that's not how things work. You know what I'm saying? Like. At the end of the day, if she don't feel like that, that's just she don't feel like that.
How about the fact that let's get to the root of all of that? Body image issues.
Yeah, 100%.
Is like let's get to the root of all of that. The reason women are even doing it after stuff that they do is because they see they want to be lit on Instagram. They want to be lit. They want to be lit on social media. They want to be lit.
But there's some that don't want to be lit on Instagram.
And the ones that don't want to be lit on Instagram, they're not. I don't feel like people who don't care about, even if they don't care about social media, they care about looking lit at a party. They care about like.
So you don't care about looking good when we're at a party.
I care about looking good, but I don't feel like I would ever alter my body to look good.
But you alter your look to look good.
Clothing. like,
Yeah, but it's
I wear
still-
I'll dress to the nines.
maintenance, right.
Yeah,
But
I-
it's
I-
still-
I'm
something like
clean.
just keeping up.
But
with
it's
the-
still,
I
it
work out.
is what it is. Like I get that, even working out, that's still altering your look. To, it's not natural, right? Because
Even
it's
if
the
you
same
got
thing,
holes
right?
in your ears right now. I'm looking at holes in your ears.
My earrings.
We got earrings.
And I'm,
We got
but I
earrings.
don't mind-
Like you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
mind-
It's altering. It's altering. That alters our look, regardless of what it is.
I mean, I
It
can't say I
alters
can
our
argue with
looks.
that, to be honest.
I'm not. All right.
Which is why I say
But,
to each
but,
his
the-
own.
but,
to
the-
each
but,
his
the-
own.
but to me, I wouldn't go under the knife. Really, like
But getting your ears pierced is surgery.
That's not surgery.
What is it?
That's
It's
not
cosmetic surgery, bro. You're doing something. You're changing.
It's very light cosmetic surgery.
Yeah, but it's still what it is.
Simple light,
Very
my nigga,
simple.
like,
It's
this
very
is-
simple.
But they will
cosmetic.
call. But that's what I'm saying. They will call it
Very simple
BBL.
cosmetic
They will
surgery.
call it BBL simple cosmetic
No,
surgery.
that's not simple, bro. That's not
See,
simple.
but they try to say the C-section is a simple surgery, and it's not. I see where he's
Thank
going with
you.
that. Right.
Thank
they,
you.
They really try to push
The
that shit
word-
on women. That
thank
it's an
you.
easy thing. And
Thank you.
My wife is like, this shit is deep
They
surgery.
call
my
it-
nigga.
they
try to say
call it what it
that
is.
it's
Don't
easy.
they cauterize them back after like they burn their skin?
Yeah, to get back.
But
yeah.
they call it
That's
simple.
surgery.
That's
Well,
not
that's
simple
what they
surgery,
call
but
it.
they try to push it as if it is something simple. I see where Black is going with that.
That's
why,
my point.
Again, it
That's my point.
goes back to if that's what you want to do.
Like I swear,
That's
earrings.
fine.
I swear, earrings. Regret it. Believe it or not, it's still cosmetic surgery.
Please,
That's
I'm
what
just
we're
me
hearing.
for me
I know
personally.
it is. I know
it
Please, Black women, do not hurt yourselves to make yourself look
No,
good.
no.
Please
no,
do
no,
not.
no.
You know what I mean? Don't sit here.
Don't get surgery to look like it filters.
Right.
I'm not knocking if you have. Do what you do. It's your,
Just
it's your
don't
life.
hurt. Don't.
But you don't
In
need to
20
do that.
years,
You don't
this shit
need
is
to.
gonna
You women
kill
are,
you.
You women, all of you are gorgeous in your
100%.
own right, and there's definitely men who find you attractive.
100%.
I'm a little nice. I'm sorry.
No, say what you're saying. You're saying it
I
right.
genuinely feel that way. That like all of y'all have your own beauty in your own way, even if you don't feel like it's you, though you do.
But then again, we do have a certain appreciation for Black women that not even a lot of other Black men have. So we have to talk about.
I want to make that
too.
clear. I want to make that clear.
You know what I'm saying? There's a certain
All women.
appreciation
All
that we have for
women. Not
of
just
course
Black
all women, but
All
I mean
women. You know what I mean?
we've spoken on this program plenty of times of what we particularly enjoy, and I feel like for a lot of these women, they see the change when they get the BBL of how many more like eyes start to come to that, how many more people holler, how many more men are willing to spend more money. I've honestly seen women get a BBL and go from a Honda to a BM,
Of
a
course.
Beamer, and it's just off of the look alone. They have a body now, and people are willing to, you get what I'm saying, flaunt that and pay you the money for it, and that's, you know what I'm saying. And again, for the person that wants to do that, who am I to say
All
anything?
right, so here's the defining
Who am I to say
question.
anything?
I understand all of that to each his own shit. That's not the answer I want. Are you okay with it? Yes or no?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay
Thank
with it.
you.
If you're transferring fat,
Don't yes
I'm
or
okay
no.
with it.
Don't give me a political
I'm
answer.
okay with
Yes or no. Are you okay with it?
If I didn't know,
Stop. Yes or no. Are you okay with it? Stop everything else. No, I don't want to hear if I didn't know or if you told me.
Are you okay
yes
with it?
or no? Are you okay with
Is
it?
it is this a make it or break it? Does this change?
I don't know. Tell me the situation. I don't know. Tell me the situation. I don't know. That's my honest to God answer. I don't know.
So technically, no. Then
He's a fucking politician.
yeah, I would say that's a no for me.
I
hear
am-
him saying I don't know. That's a no, bro.
Hey.
We could cut through the bullshit and just be like, that's a no.
You took me to court. That's definitely not a no.
BBLs, I'm okay with. Anything plastic surgery, I'm not okay with. Shots, silicone, fillers,
Yeah.
no. BBLs, you transferring from your checking to your savings, I'm okay with.
Yo, he's gonna coin this terminology now to explain
I'm not
BBL.
gonna-
It's the best way to think about it.
I'm gonna clip that part and see if that shit can go viral.
It's the best way to think about it. You're transferring from your checking to your savings.
I
It's the
respect
best
it.
way to think
I
about
respect
it, bro.
I respect it.
Listen, all right.
You're saving it. You're
It's
saving
not
it
your
to be able
income
to,
tax. It's not a paycheck. It's money you already have. You're just moving it somewhere.
You're just moving it somewhere else. That you want to see it somewhere else. You want to see that money somewhere else.
Yeah, but
That's it. Honestly,
Yeah,
like,
but what?
I,
Speak on it.
Nah, there's not really I really want to say except for the fact that like you could transfer. If that's the case, what if men started transferring their belly fat to their arms?
To the Johnson,
people do that shit.
they do that already.
They already do that shit.
Chest.
They do
Arms
that.
and chest. L got caught doing that shit.
Huh? They do that. Drake, you ain't hear niggas saying Drake
Drake
abs
got
is
caught
fake?
doing that shit.
They doing that.
One of them, at the end of the day,
We
bro,
the only idiots in the
trying to
gym.
get this shit
Yeah,
natural.
we the only idiots in here.
These
trying
niggas like, I don't know about y'all,
trying to
but I'm
do
paying for this shit.
Yo,
two-a-days.
by the way, Airmax Rich on Instagram. Check out my new post. You know, I was out there.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
But
All right.
no,
But right.
people, bro,
We're the ones trying to do it. They're doing it, bro.
They're doing it. I'm not saying I would do it.
I
That's the
would,
thing, you know what I'm saying?
to each his own. I heard niggas is even getting their Johnsons done.
Real? I don't even know. I don't even want to know how that works, bro.
I heard niggas
Transfer
get their
fat
John-
from.
No, I heard
Oh.
it's like an extension, and you can get an extendo Johnson.
Really?
Yeah.
That's yours?
Huh? It's not yours. Clearly, it's an
Oh.
extend. I don't know. I didn't look into it. I didn't
That's
look
crazy.
An
Extendo Johnson.
I didn't look into it. I didn't look into it personally.
On some Inspector Gadget type shit.
I didn't look into it, but I heard you could do that.
I looked it up. It's not yours.
Oh, you looked it up?
Yeah.
All right, what you do?
So what is it?
It's fucking two little tubes that
You
you
put-
stick in your dick, and then it's another tube that comes out like towards your nuts area, and you pump the shit up when you're ready to be.
It's like a mechanic Johnson? Nah, I don't need that.
My nigga, you gotta
It's
you gotta
a
lift the
mechanic
hood on your
Johnson.
belt in the fuck.
It's a mechanic Johnson.
He just said it was.
Listen, you gotta tell Shorty to give you a pump, pump.
You got to, but you don't pump it, can you
You gotta do it.
Give me a joke. Pump.
You gotta do the B2K.
Yo, do they have that shit as an app that they can like?
Right! Like fucking,
I need you to
like
be-
Nike Inc, like Nike Inc, like the Nike Plus
Why you
shit.
smashing me like switch the settings?
So
Put
settings.
my shit on
Extend
super
that.
large.
Hey, listen, if you have that shit in you, you have to pay B2K.
This nigga say you gotta play bump.
Bump, bump, bump.
I'm tired of y'all niggas.
Pump, pump, pump. You gotta play Joe Budden too. Oh yeah, pump it up.
Listen. Anyway,
I'm
I don't know what the fuck that nigga's talking about.
It's a real thing. Niggas talking about the
I don't want to
extenders.
talk about extendo dicks.
Oh my god. If there are any, listen, if our listeners know anything about this is fucking gold for me to, I have no idea that there was a way to put a fucking pump
I heard-
inside of your dick.
And for short
to make
niggas,
it
and for
bigger.
short niggas, they got a shit that can make you taller too. They can give you like 2 inches. They like break your shins.
Bro, they got niggas that make taller, smaller,
Yeah.
lighter, darker.
That's
Yeah.
insane, bro.
We could get this
Pump
shit
your
too.
penis. Pump a penis. Pump a penis.
Yo,
All right.
bro, you gotta that ass talking about penises like they're Reeboks. Yeah, right now.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
the-
take it
I
out.
got the
Yeah,
two
yeah.
Here we
toys.
go.
Yeah.
Listen, if it's out there and the people know about it, we talk about it
It's a
here on
real
this
thing.
podcast.
We gonna
so
talk about
nigga,
it. Keep in mind. Keep in mind.
Keep in mind. Keep in mind. Niggas is pumping their penises out there, right?
Nigga, not us, but niggas
But not
is
us.
doing it.
Hey,
didn't know anything about this shit.
12.
We didn't know anything about this shit. This is
Check it out.
crazy.
Check it out. Want some shit?
My shit's just hybrid.
What I was trying to talk about earlier was social cues. Have you ever been at your job? Let's make this a PSA.
How do you start this off as a? Have you ever been?
Have you ever been at your job or at a party and you're speaking to someone and the conversation is over? And as you're trying to walk away, the person just keeps talking.
Mm-hmm.
And
Following you.
even as you're walking out, you're like the door's half shut. And you're like, yeah,
So yeah, and we could totally.
and they just,
Hey, people, what do I do?
what do you do?
This shit happened to
shut
me
up.
recently.
What you
'Cause
do?
I just left my job. So you know you leaving your job, right? You know everybody find out you're leaving
I
it.
just left my job.
And they, no, I did. So they're just trying to talk to you, you know. So you're like, you know, they're trying to like wish you well. You're like, oh, thank you.
Mhm.
And as you saying thank you, you're walking away, right? And they're still trying to have a conversation with you as you're walking away. Like, nigga, stop talking. Once you see me start moving, this way,
That is
conversation.
Unless we're working together and it's established that we're working together.
Right.
That too. Because if I'm walking away from you sometimes, or a whole nother social cue.
What?
Don't stand too close to me.
COVID.
Yeah. Fuck COVID. Even before that, I know certain niggas at an old job like
a lot of
that.
times it's a cultural thing, though.
No, I don't
Like
know.
I know Europeans
Well,
stand closer to
Yeah,
people
but,
than.
but
it's
we
like
live, but we live in America.
I know.
All right, cool.
And we give each other more space. I get that, but I'm just saying, like someone who grew up without that, you can't expect now to understand that. Oh, they're in America, so they have to. I mean, it's kind of something that they have to learn because, like, French people really talk
Okay,
close to
all
you.
right, all right.
Is what I'm saying.
I know an
You know what I'm
American.
saying?
I know an
Or they
American.
greet you with a kiss on your cheek.
I know an American. I hear what you said.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You're
You're
right.
right.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to be
Right.
I was trying to be super Republican.
Exactly. That's what I was like, well, you're in America.
You live in America.
No, bro. Like,
I'm trying to be mad conservative. Shout out to my Trump supporters.
you can't even get a job if you don't know Spanish nowadays, bro.
You know what I mean? Shout out to the MAGA.
MAGA family. Did you just shout out the MAGA family?
But if you follow my page, you know it. You know it. Yeah. My man coming back August 13th, boy.
The redemption
My
tour.
man said the redemption tour, bro.
As the Speaker of the House.
Why is a presidential runner a tour, my nigga? That shit is hilarious. The
Listen.
redemption tour.
Listen.
Nigga about to start rock Boston.
Listen, I ain't even going there because
Right?
Because I'm not.
We are not going there right now.
Because I'm making a new podcast by myself where I talk about that shit.
I can't wait for that shit. I can't wait for that shit.
I'm gonna get.
This motherfucker Rich loves arguing, bro. I feel like you
I don't
enjoy
like
that shit.
I don't like to argue.
What?
Shit.
Are you serious?
No, I don't like ignorance. All right.
He likes it. He wants to get his point across.
Rich is the type of person that is like, yo, you are dead wrong. Your opinion is wrong.
No, I would never say that. I would never tell you your opinion is wrong. I will never tell anybody that.
But people don't even understand that
no,
the fact
I would never-
factual from opinion.
I would never tell somebody's opinion is wrong. For example, I forgot who I was arguing with on social media yesterday.
See,
But hold on.
I mean, it's hey.
Check it out.
Come on.
I didn't start the argument. I guess I did. Somebody wrote something. You know what?
Talk
I
about
be
it.
going on those super right wing pages, like the super Republican
and
pages,
just OD.
and I watch it and I'll be like, dead ass, my nigga.
I gotta say something.
Y'all
I have
believe this shit?
I have to. But yo, y'all made me get off topic. Social cues.
Social cues. Have you ever been at your workplace?
Yeah. Let's get back to social cues. Pay attention, people.
Social cues.
Watch and follow them. Alright? Like seriously.
What do you suggest they pay attention
No,
to?
no,
Your
no.
eyes?
Honestly,
Better
you
question.
can tell when somebody's
Body
you can
language?
tell when somebody's done talking.
Don't
about
say
what
you
they're
can
talking about.
tell.
How fucking you can't
I'm
tell?
just saying. Some people may think that you're trying to go get a drink while they're speaking to you,
No,
or they think that you don't. People don't walk away from them
some-
generally when they are speaking to you. So
Move over here.
you get what I'm saying?
Move
So
over here a little bit.
so they're like, oh, like this person. I'm talking to this person, but they're walking away. So clearly they just want me to walk and talk with them. You never know.
And that's possible, but now if we get to a location, or if like I said, you can tell, man. When somebody's telling you something, you hear the person like, oh yeah, oh okay. Mad uninterested, no follow up questions, no nothing. And granted, there's some people who are just good listeners and they don't follow up until later, but you can tell that you can.
Yeah, by my third word, like if you don't get it, if you
oh,
don't
word.
word, damn son,
Yeah,
word.
Listen,
That's crazy.
Damn,
I was
that's
about to say that.
crazy.
If I say that's crazy and you want to keep talking to me, you're bugging. If I say that's crazy and you
That's
want to continue,
crazy.
that crazy ends all conversation.
That's
Yo,
crazy. That's
me-
crazy like a Deion Cole. Welp.
That's crazy.
Well, if you're on the phone, you can always say to them with the "I'll call you back." You know what I mean?
I'm shaving my cat. I
Oh,
said,
matter of fact, segue. Perfect. since you're a young lady, why do y'all like talking on the phone so long?
I don't. I hate talking on the
You're
phone.
lying.
So I'm dead serious. Don't tell me I'm lying. I
And
know
the-
myself.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't like talking on the
You
phone.
don't like talking on the phone.
I don't even like FaceTime. Like
Remember I
unless
told
I
you
really
Rich will
fuck
tell
with
you
for
you're
real.
You know what?
lying
The,
about
you know what
your
that phone. You know what that
Shut
phone.
up.
Shit, you know what that phone shit got to do with. I think honestly, I feel like it's just knowing what you're doing. Like they're not in
The
your
insecurity
presence. It's an insecurity thing.
Right.
They don't know what. I feel like when you're on the
So
phone,
they
with
just
them,
want They just want to know that you are still giving them your undivided attention,
even though I'm not
even-
here, I know what you're doing.
Right.
And that's fucking dumb.
But see,
To
I
me,
don't
that's
even
crazy.
need that. Just check in with a text, yo. I'm busy or whatever the case may be. I don't even need to see your face. But that's just me personally. That's not all females.
That's wild. 'Cause
You are in the
you are a
you
select
are in the
few.
5%.
Yeah, you are in the 5 percentile because honestly, that's
Some niggas have insecurities. I gotta see where you at.
Niggas too. It's
Yeah,
niggas too.
no, I'm about to say, it's
It's
not
niggas
just
too.
females.
so yeah.
It's
Listen,
niggas
I'm
too.
like that, but
Insecurities
niggas-
right now. Like,
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I used to be some niggas.
Yeah.
So I'll just be real with you. I'm
Like,
not
where
gonna
you
lie.
at?
Oh,
I
word?
changed a lot. Before,
Hey,
I didn't
listen.
trust no chick.
You know what?
But I feel like that's just.
Right.
Well, how is
right
that?
now, I'm amped up.
How is that
I'm
worth
on
it
the phone.
for you to have to now have a job of keeping up with
somebody else. It's not
someone else's time? That's
It's
crazy.
not.
I've never had that. Like, listen, you do.
Let me tell you, what
you
Rich
dating
said-
somebody else too.
Well, Rich said
That's
it's
cool for
honest,
you. You ain't
and
gonna
that
be
and
dating
that
me at the
goes
same
and that
time
goes to me
when I
too.
find
Like
out,
I
but-
feel like
Honest,
I feel
yeah,
like yeah.
I'm honest.
I feel like if you're like clocking me, I'm gonna clock you too.
Yep.
Not like what are you clocking me for? That's my thing. Like once you start
feel like
clocking
that's
me,
not working.
Now you
huh?
gotta become
I feel like that's. just
But
too
that's
much
my
work for me.
thing. But
Right.
that's my thing though. Like I'm not gonna do it offhand. Like if you're chilling and I'm chilling and everything's okay, but once you start clocking me, I'm like, wait,
Now you get suspicious.
huh?
And that's why I said it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
That's what I'm saying.
And you're right.
No, but
you're right.
yeah,
You're
once you hit
exactly
that, I'm not.
right.
I'm not talking.
And
I'm
don't
not-
put the relationship.
I'm
That
not,
shit is
talk-
over.
I'm not talking about it working or not. I'm just talking about
What
what
you're
it
gonna do,
is.
right, what it is.
Like that's what it is for me. Like if I'm chilling and you're like, yo, if I'm chilling and you need to know, like you need me to check in, then I'm gonna be like, all right, so now you gotta check in. If I really don't give a fuck if you check in or not. I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
I mean,
But
I
for the
could
fact that you feel like
definitely letting the person know, hey,
Yeah.
I'm alive,
that's
everything's
different.
okay.
That's
we're
not
cool.
checking in. That's
I
me
mean, that
saying
is
like,
checking
yo,
in, just to say everything's cool. Like if I'm not with, if my girl's not with me, they want to know that everything's okay still. If I'm not checking in every now and again to say, hey, babe, I'm just chilling. I'm with the boys. We hanging out. We having a good time. Then I feel like a lot of women go
If
to
I'm-
certain
if
places
I'm-
in their head. They're
if
like,
I'm- if
he's
I'm
out
in
with
a
his boys, he might be
relationship-
fighting, getting into trouble,
if
doing
I'm
some
in
crazy
a
shit.
relationship and my girl tells me at 2:00 in the afternoon that at 5:00 she's gonna be with her homegirls, you don't gotta hit me up again.
Really?
And I don't because it has to be some type of
Not
trust
even
factor.
just to tell you she's having a good time
I'm
with
not
her.
gonna lie to you.
Tell
I'm
me
not gonna lie to
after.
you. The way
Tell
I-
me after.
I'm
bro.
not gonna lie to you. After my relationship with
Yeah.
I got you.
What's the point of dating somebody you don't trust though?
That's what I'm
And
saying.
that's why I said,
That's my
you're
point.
Right, and you're 100%
That's
right.
my point.
It don't work.
That's
it
my
don't work.
point.
It don't
Like
work.
if you tell me
It don't
at
work.
2:00, like yeah, at 5:00 I'm gonna be with the girls.
Yeah, but I still want to hear from you. Like,
I don't need to
I
hear
care
from you.
about you. I want to know
No,
if you're okay.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I want to know if
I'm
you're
not gonna lie to
good.
you.
Are you having a good time with your girls?
As I've grown,
Are they ganging up on you and some
As
shit?
I-
Do I gotta come in?
You can tell me all of that later.
as I've grown.
Not if they getting into some altercation, bro.
Well, when you get into altercation,
Yeah.
then you tell me, and that's
Oh, okay.
different. That's not checking in. That's
Oh,
not
okay.
checking in.
I'm
That's
down.
you.
I'm down for
That's
checking.
something. That's something happened, and you're like, yo, babe, guess what the fuck just
I
happened?
need you, right? I need you to come through.
You know, or this, and this, and then I'm gonna answer to that. But I don't feel like you need to be like, hey, you told me,
Having a good time
you
with
told me,
the
you
girls.
told me at 2:00 you're going at 5:00 with your girls, and at 5:30 you need to be like, hey, we're here. I don't need to hear that you're here.
Okay. All right.
I don't care for that.
I can agree with that.
I don't care for that.
As I've gotten older, because of the fact that I feel like before it wasn't even really, I didn't even view it as insecurity. I just viewed it as me thinking like you, like, oh, I'm just trying to like, I care or whatever. To me, it was honestly looking back at it, it was insecurity. It was me wanting to keep tabs. And all
Right.
that, you know what
It
I mean?
is.
Oh, wow.
And-
I'm never.
and
It
I-
is.
and I-
But I was never the guy
and-
to care about
and-
keeping tabs.
and-
Like
and-
if it came to that, I didn't think it was good enough.
No, I feel you.
Go ahead.
And
finish.
and like, as far as like now that I've gotten older and everything like that, like a little more since then, like
Mature.
a little more mature, and I've looked at stuff.
Right.
I really enjoy my personal time. So when you say you're doing your own thing, do your
Hello.
own thing.
Hello.
Because if you're gonna do. Being somebody that's stressed about what my girlfriend was doing for fucking
You're
all my
wild
life,
if you think you can control
like,
it.
for all my life, and
You're
and
wildin'.
shit still could go wrong. I'm also on some shit like, nigga, I don't give a fuck.
You're
If you do what I
wildin'.
find out, I'm just like, yo, all right, later I'm out. Like, fuck it, it's really not that
Right.
serious.
What happens in the dark is gonna come to the light.
And I don't believe that neither. Cause there's plenty of chicks I cheated on, and they don't know I ever cheated on.
Yeah, they don't know.
Like,
They don't know, but something bad has happened in your relationship. That's why you're not with them.
Okay.
Like whatever it is,
That's
what happens in the dark. Either way, they can't name every girl that you've
It's a lot of my younger relationships when I was like in my 20s.
they
Like, you know,
I see what you're
You
saying.
know what I
But
mean?
it comes.
But what
it
happens
shows.
in the dark is gonna come to the light.
Right.
Something is gonna come out.
Right.
Something is gonna
Right,
come
right,
out.
right.
Either way, it's
Right.
life. It's
Sometimes
life,
people
bro.
don't
And that's
understand
what I'm
how shit
saying.
goes sour, and it's because.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you
because
don't gotta
shit that was
look.
done
You
in
don't
the
gotta
dark.
look for nothing. If you're gonna find it, you're gonna find it.
I can respect that. I'm more so for me. It's like, all right, if I'm dating somebody, then obviously I have an interest in you. So of course I'm going to want to make sure like your day is fine. You know, like especially in the beginning, we check with each other. At the end of the night, that's fine too. But like with my wife now, I just want to make sure everything's good. Check in, like just. I'm good. I want to make
I
sure.
was about to say
that's what I'm saying. It's different.
and it's a little bit different
It's a
because
little
you're
bit different,
living with your wife.
But
and
I
all
feel
that.
like that's okay.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah,
sit here and be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
we don't need to really check in on each other. You know, it's like I'm like,
Listen, man.
being that I've been in relationships with,
and that's what I'm telling y'all. Once I get to that point, maybe that's y'all be cool with.
yeah,
Check in.
Yeah, that's different. Y'all have a whole home together. Y'all have kids together. You need to check in. Make sure she's good. Make sure like
Right.
everything's safe.
100%.
But when you have a girlfriend. When you have a girlfriend and you're dating somebody, you have to let them live their independent life and want to reach out to
Absolutely.
you. You
No,
know?
you're right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, and,
You're right.
and that's
Right.
something that I had to grow and
Especially if
learn.
y'all don't live together.
You know
No,
what
I completely agree
Y'all
with
don't, if
that.
y'all
I
don't
agree
share
with
no
that.
bills together, y'all don't got nothing
Right.
together. There's really no reason why I need to really
Right.
check in on you unless you told me you was going to
That's
the
if anything that's gonna turn you off more.
yeah, unless you told me you was going swimming with sharks. I might want to check it an hour later and be like, hey, you good still? Like,
You still around? Did
know what I mean?
you get to swim? Or
Like on some
were
shit,
you
like,
food?
Like,
Like I said, for me, anything that's ever been a red flag for me is come from how a female has reacted. Like because I'm not a jealous guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that trait. So if you like, yo, why are you doing this? Oh, I feel like this way. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is making you feel that way? And then that is what makes me
switches the energy.
That makes me think. Because I don't think that way of you.
And would you automatically think that she's just projecting? That you feel
Yeah.
like she's doing something so that
You're
she's-
projecting.
Okay.
I know you're projecting.
Speaking of this jealousy thing, let's talk about how there's mad stuff that women do that they don't understand that it makes guys jealous.
Ooh, there's a big one.
How about that?
Hold on, let's talk. Not
How
even
about
jealous.
Let's be honest. Cause they can be shut up front. How about shit that make them jealous?
I stay not being able to relate because
let's
it's different for me,
be
but-
honest. Let's be honest.
let's
And
get
it's-
into
and
it.
it's-
I think jealous is the wrong new word.
Yeah, it's not jealous. There's a difference between jealousy and certain things that I feel like you should be respected by doing. Like like it was a couple weeks ago. Jerry said like him and his shorty go to a fete. You know what I mean? And he's in this corner dubbing like, don't.
Oh yeah,
A fete is a party. A fete is like a festival.
Let's say that.
A fete is a festival. I think people know what a fete is.
Oh, well,
But right,
it's
right,
good to go into it.
Right,
I
right. Well,
respect
that's
that.
what it is. But Jerry say he's at a fete with his shorty. He's saying to his shorty like, yo, listen, you see me over here at this fete in this corner dubbing, don't mind me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I don't mind, and I wouldn't
and
mind.
you wouldn't mind.
Short of
That is strong.
kissing some dude or
That is very strong of you.
Right.
Because if I'm at a party with my girlfriend, bro, you better not think about dancing with another nigga. If it's not a fucking 1-2 step in front, if it's dubbing, daggering, hell no.
Really?
And I don't know, and maybe it's an insecurity thing for me now that I look at it, but that's not
I mean,
okay to me.
I honestly think it's unnatural.
There's a video, before you get to this, there's a video of some white guy at a party with his girlfriend.
Right. I know exactly.
A black girlfriend?
No, his white
No,
girlfriend.
no, okay. I thought
And-
that
and
was
she-
something.
but she's
Dubbing a black
person.
guy.
She's dubbing a black guy, and this nigga got her in the air. He doing everything. At first, the nigga's dancing, but you can see his face on the side, and I'm like,
What the
Like, and then at the end of it, he just takes her hands and walks off. Like,
I mean,
Who?
my
No.
nigga,
Well, I mean-
gave her the Airstroke 9000, my nigga. I swear to
and then
to you.
and then the boyfriend just took her hand and walked off.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
you're wilding. Like, if the nigga even tried to dance with you and you
But that's
walked
what,
with him for a second.
then you don't go to a fete with your girl. I feel like.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, because I can't go if I'm at a soca fete. But we're talking about a party here where like the main reason you go there is to wind up your waist, is to dance. It's half the time when if you ever been to carnival, girls is dressed fairly provocatively, like just
Right.
free and chilling and shit.
Right,
For
right.
you to feel some type of way for going to an event where this is literally the culture, but you're upset at what your wife is doing in this, then you weren't ready
I'm
to
bugging.
be able to go to a fete
Maybe
or
that's
party
what it
with
is.
your significant other.
Maybe
Because
that's what it is.
at the end of the day, like if I'm picking somebody, I'm picking somebody up
Too.
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Dirty,
say
if they
nothing.
dirty wine and party, I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna OD. I'm gonna do my thing because that's just the nature of
So it has,
where we
so
are.
it has to be a conversation before.
It has to be a conversation. That's absolutely right.
And I'm telling you,
Definitely
in
have
my
that
conversation, I don't think I would ever
be okay with that.
Be okay with that.
Yeah, I can respect that. I can respect that. But at the end of the day, like I was saying, are you willing to not do that at a party? If
I'm not.
if your girl's
if
not
she's
down
there-
for it,
If my shorty is there with me,
and she's not down for you
if
dancing with nobody else.
I'm with my excuse me, if I'm with my girl at a party,
Mm-hmm.
the dancing with another girl would be so minimal that I wouldn't even care to do it. I'd rather
Right.
just dance with my shorty,
Right.
and dance how I want to dance.
Right.
I can't see myself. I can't see myself if my shorty be like, yeah, babe, I'm dubbing another girl, winding up another girl, very crazy, very sexually,
Right.
and my shorty is there.
But it's not.
I'm
sexual.
gonna be looking at my
But
girl the whole time.
the dancing doesn't. Dancing could be a very intimate thing, but it's done.
Daggering and dubbing is very sexual.
You're right, but so can salsa in certain instances and like merengue and stuff
If
like
my
that. It's
shorty
like
was salsa, if my
it's
shorty was
closeness and
salsa,
shit
that
like
wouldn't
that.
bother me. Salsa is not gonna. Is salsa gonna bother you?
Really?
Salsa is not gonna bother me.
Sometimes
But
the
if my
face-to-face
shorty-
should be more intimate
If
to
my
me
shorty,
than
if the
than
nigga got my
dagger.
shorty turned around backways and he's just straight dagger, are you crazy? Hell no.
But how is he supposed to know that's the shorty?
No, I'm not saying he knows. She knows.
Okay,
I'm
so
not-
you wouldn't get mad at the guy.
Listen, all right, let me ask you a question, Jerry.
Listen, you never
Listen,
mad at the play.
All right.
You never danced with a girl. You never danced with a girl and felt her up on the dance floor.
And felt her up?
Yeah.
No.
She's a rapist.
Absolutely. Unless she.
Stop,
Unless.
stop.
No.
No, that was crazy.
No. Unless it was invited, with meaning she takes my hand and I'm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It has happened before.
She
right?
guides your hand with
She's
her ass.
guiding my hand. I know I'm okay
You
here.
know what's happening in those situations?
What?
That's literally the energy that you get from the type of dancing that we do, bro. Like I'm not saying
Right.
everybody succumbs to that energy, but I'm just saying understand that that's very possible when you dance in that way. It's like
But
that,
for, for me, okay. So let's take
Have you ever gotten hard dancing?
no.
Not even since I was a kid.
When I was a kid.
You
yes.
never got hard dancing.
When I was a kid, yeah. When I was
So
a kid.
no. So even as an
But
adult,
when I
wait.
learned how to like dance with somebody, like for real, it's not supposed to be a sexualized thing the entire time. It's honestly just your waist movement, your waist moving in synchronization
It's not
with another
supposed to
person. That's all it
very
is.
sexualized.
I understand where you guys are coming from, but again,
Hold on.
that is
Well,
for
I will
me.
say this.
I put that in the
I
same
will-
category as my man's not being able to control themselves while my wife is feeding their child because her titty's out. I put that in the same category. Like you're just not able to understand that
So
this
what
is
you
not.
saying?
You're not able to detach.
No. Let's. If your wife is feeding your child,
He's
Right.
right. You would still get aroused because her titties are.
I should. You would
Right,
understand.
you see, like America
that
has
I
an
would
issue
not
right now, not
understand
you.
I would never ever be aroused by your wife feeding your child.
No, I'm saying, but this is the problem that we're having
You think
now.
he would view someone?
I would view someone as thinking that same way. It's kind of like, oh, the people who are upset about public breastfeeding. You're upset about public breastfeeding
Because
because
you're
a
attracted to
mother is right, and you're sexualizing
Okay, excuse me.
a feeding situation. A child is eating, and you're sexualizing.
You're
that.
making it sexual.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay,
and
okay.
sexualizing dancing, but
You're sexualizing the dancing.
But see, the thing is, black dance, the way we dance is sexualized. It's not. That's not normal dance.
It's all. It's
No,
all.
there's
it's all
different forms. There's different forms of
When you
dancing.
dagger in,
That's why. That's
sexual.
That's
bro.
when you just said. That's when you just said. If my wife is salsa-ing, I would.
Exactly.
That's
Certain
okay.
dancing. A guyad
You could
and a
salsa.
dagger is not.
You could. Yeah, you could salsa 10 niggas in a row.
But when you say,
But a nigga's not gonna have you bent over backwards.
Right, it's just
Nigga, no.
Guyad for a reason. It's
No.
not, they don't go to like don't say. Let's see, got guyad.
That's why it has a different name.
Shout out to all my Haitians that know how to guyad out there.
That's not dancing no
You give a
more.
nigga a
I love
guyad.
me a good guyad, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I lost my virginity to a girl dubbing on me in a way where another grown man saw her dancing and said, "Listen, she want a little bit more than the dance." And I said, "Word." I told y'all this story.
Oh, yeah, we know the story.
So
I get it, man. I understand what you guys are saying. For me, this is the way I see it. If we are in the setting that is this dancing festival kind of
I don't mind girls
setting,
dancing, but it's a certain level of respect.
you can, of course,
So,
absolutely.
right, there's a certain
That's what I'm
level
saying,
of
and that's
respect.
what you talk about before. Because again, if you see me, if I'm sitting here picking some chick up, that would be disrespectful for you if we haven't
Right.
talked about this situation. So if I see you getting picked up, and I'm the type of dude that's not down for doing any of that with another girl, then I would see that as a problem.
So
but
you're with your wife and you see a nigga pick her up, you're okay?
we've been to parties and that's happened before.
Really?
Yes, we've been to parties.
That's why you married.
My wife has been
Because there's certain
is
shit
picked
that
up.
you're gonna be okay
It's
with.
picked up.
You okay with
But
that?
I'm sitting here.
I'm not joking.
It takes- honestly,
But that's why you can be where you're at.
and my wife thought I was crazy for that. But